morning. I am Chief Fire Officer Bristo. Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service would have received a call, trouble call, at number 1 Rookery Nook Maraval, behind KFC, at approximately 7:36 a.m. this morning. Right? Involved was a property 20 meters by 15 meters of B-class construction. Appliances from headquarters would have responded to the trouble call under the guidance of Assistant Chief Fire Officer Smith. Upon arrival, it was reported that the building was well alight, and several persons were reported being trapped. TNTech was asked to render assistance, as well as GMRTT. Further to that, during the firefighting operation, it was reported that several persons were trapped. Officers, upon entry, discovered several people burnt to death. A 17-year-old deceased, 𝗍𝗃𝗲𝐿𝐵, 6-year-old 𝗧𝗃𝐻𝐻𝐵, and 3-year-old 𝗧𝗃𝐻𝐻𝐵 all lost their lives in the fire. Surviving the terrible incident was Genevieve Rodriguez, Tori Burke, Janicia Burke, and Sarah Burke. Thank God for the assistance of neighbors and the local doubles vendor, who were able to render immediate assistance upon hearing the cry of the people, of the children in the building. They were the first people to respond, thereby gaining access in order for the survivors Janicia and Zara Burke to escape this terrible ordeal. I want to extend, on behalf of the fire service, heartfelt thanks to the men and women of the community who did this heroic act. I also want to extend condolences to the family on behalf of the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service. This is not something that people tend to deal with easily. Any questions?
Mr. Bristo, the survivors, were they injured in any event or?
Not really. The father had minor injuries because he attempted to rescue his children. He was attended to and taken for treatment.
Do you have any indication of what caused the fire at this time?
Not at this time. The investigation is yet to commence, and once we have that completed, I will get back to you to inform you as to the circumstances surrounding the incident.
Chief Bristo, in the past we would have heard that there are sometimes difficulties for the fire appliances to get to certain fires depending on the length of the street and overhead wires. Were there any challenges like this?
Not in this case.
Okay.
Not in this case. The appliances were able to access, and you would have seen it for yourself, that the appliances were able to access and treat with the issue as it is.
Officer Bristo, did the fire gut the entire building or was some of it saved?
No, the building was completely destroyed.
Any advice you would give to other families, the general public? A lot of people are watching us right now as to how they can better fireproof their homes. I know that our investigation is underway and we still have to find out what caused this, but there's still a lot of stuff people could do to avoid.
There are simple things that we need to have. Simple thing as a smoke detector. Escape allow burglar proofing. Sometimes we take too much time in securing ourselves. We don't make the effort to ensure that if an incident like this occurs, we can get out safely. So persons need to reconsider how we do our security arrangements regarding burglar proofing and the use of smoke detectors, and even keeping an extinguisher in your home is important.
Officer Bristo, any of the other buildings were affected by the fire? Were any of the residents affected by the smoke, anything like that?
Nothing like that was reported.
Any fire officers were wounded or injured?
One fire officer received minor injuries, and he has been taken for treatment.
Alright, so good morning. And just for the purpose of us reaching a bit late, could you just tell me some of the details surrounding what happened this morning, please?
Well, I would have mentioned that previously to your colleagues, but for your enlightenment, the troubled call was received around 7:36. It was a property consisting of 20 by 15 meters, B-class construction. The appliances from headquarters would have responded under the guidance of our Assistant Chief Fire Officer Smith. Right? Personnel in attendance were 50 officers, 19 firefighters. When they arrived, the building was well alive. The officers took the initiative and the strategic initiative to attack the fire in an offensive firefighting mode. And this is something I did not tell your colleagues before, in order to gain access to assist the people that were trapped. When they got in, persons were already dead. Sad, we had several people who would have lost their lives. 𝗧𝘂𝗲𝗄𝐿𝐵, 17-year-old, 𝗧𝗂𝗲𝗄𝐿𝐵. Those who survived were Genevieve Rodriguez, Troy Burke, Jessica Burke, and Sarah Burke. Right? For the good attempts, children, Senior and Sarah, they were assisted in avoiding this fate by the good citizens of 𝗪𝗶𝘀𝗄𝐿 and the local 𝗪𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗽𝗍. Kate was 6 years and Kadeen is 3.
And they were all siblings, right?
Yes.
And the parents were in the hospital as well?
No.
The other survivors were put to the victims.
The mother, the father, and
Mother, father, the two sisters, and the survivors. And the mother's name is?
Genevieve Rodriguez.
Genevieve Rodriguez. And dad's name is?
Troy Burke.
Troy Burke. And the two sisters are?
Senior Burke and Sarah Burke. Any other question? I am Chief Fire Officer Bristo. Right. I could step back for you to get your picture?
Yeah.
Okay.